Vision and unknown, and I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta keep on to my vision. If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all.
You're supposed to keep going.
No, I didn't want to.
I'm the leader.
You always take the riffs.
Because you don't. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should. I'm gonna start singing the background. Not because you're a better singer, but because you don't know the fucking words.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Welcome to Soft Launch episode 38. Is this 38 or 39?
38.
38, feeling great. We're going to clap it up just to get morale up around here.
You know what I mean?
Because it's Monday. It's been a fun day. You know, the queen of the house, Samantha Santos, has been working and bringing in the bacon.
The only one in this fucking house.
Yeah.
Bringing home the fakin', the Morningstar fakin'.
Yeah.
We just ate some delicious.
Bringing home the bacon and also cooking it up on the stove.
Yeah.
Because make no mistake, she is the absolute queen of the kingdom.
Yeah.
And she's gonna have to do it
Feeling a
all.
lot like the servant.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys can't tell, the unemployment joke's already starting to bother me. I'm becoming increasingly more insecure as each day goes by. My severance just ended, and now the real dread can set in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these jokes are going to go very quickly from being passive-aggressive
Just gonna start asking you what
jabs.
your 5-year plan is.
Yeah. And
just
then
gonna start turning it to your
Yeah. Why don't you ask me about my 5-year plan? Get on Instagram, spread your butt cheeks, and then go to North Carolina with a group of other dudes.
Oh.
It's just what we're living through. But my name is JC Mendoza.
I'm Samantha Santos.
And we're the Softies here on episode 38. We're feeling great. We're having fun. Life is good.
Yes.
And we're going to tell you all about it in our first segment called One Thing About We. And one thing about me, I just had a brain fart. I almost forgot
one thing
what the
about me,
fuck
so did I, but I have an excuse.
Yeah.
Because I smoked, but that was dementia.
Yeah.
Early onset.
Yeah, because just like your father, it is depression-induced. I'm sad, so I'm forgetting stuff.
Yeah.
No, but one thing about me, I realized something important last week, and that is the fact that I think that people talking out loud on the phone on public transportation is worse than people playing music out loud on public transportation. And I don't think it's close. And I think especially white people on after 5 p.m. business calls, they need to be imprisoned.
Yeah, honestly, people not looking at people talking on the phone with the same way they look at people playing a song. It's white privilege.
It really is.
Because it's the same. Yo, we were on the bus the other day, and this girl was in. It's what sounded like a very important call.
Yeah, no, because what and just loud. Just loud.
On the bus.
In the middle of the M15 select bus, by the way.
Yeah.
No, was it the select?
It was the select bus.
So I guess if that type
and you want more in the select bus.
Yeah, but I guess because you're paying for more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening.
Oh my God, are we?
I think select buses are more. No, if you're, I don't know, man. Let us know.
Pay more for an express. I mean, an express. I'm getting upset thinking that might be true.
I don't know if that's true, but it's a whole different type of ticket system. No.
Yeah, but it's just to go faster. It's just to go faster.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
God.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm going to look at my thing. All right, we're going to look at, doesn't matter.
Her name is Samantha. She's about to go full Karen.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But we were on the bus, headed to a show, and this lady was she was just having a loud ass conversation, talking about the end of business day.
Yeah.
It was like 6 o'clock. It's like, bitch, you're not working that hard. And if you are, you're not getting paid enough to be on the phone at this point.
Because you're on the bus with me.
Yeah. That's an Uber conversation.
Yeah.
That's an Uber black conversation.
Honestly.
Because you wouldn't even be that audacious, I don't even think, in a fucking pool.
No. Well, I think people do. My brother drove Uber. He said the
People
worst.
were wild. People in a pool, I've been on the phone in the back of an Uber, but I'm the only passenger, but the driver's in the car. And it's not ideal, but I've been in Ubers where the drivers are on phone calls and I don't care.
Yeah.
When it's 2 people, it's a little bit different. When you're in a whole fucking bus and there's other parties, when there's 3 or more parties involved, it gets a little dicey.
Yeah, it does.
And I never felt rage. And I've been, word to Talent Harris, I've been a victim to a non-consensual DJ many times in my life. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do hate those. I don't hate it as much when they're playing it on their phone or on a small Bluetooth device. Mm-hmm. It's when they bring in the fucking speakers. First of all, it doesn't even make sense. It's impractical to carry.
Yeah.
Why are you here DJing this in the morning?
Low-key, I don't feel happy unless the bigger the speaker is, the more acceptable it is, because I mean, if you're gonna go for it, fucking commit.
Yeah.
Commit to the bit. I like to see people roll in the stereos, in the cart that we bring groceries home with. I like that.
But where are they go? Like that was your just go get headphones.
Yeah,
it's
for
easier.
for the money that you spent on that speaker.
And it's easier. It's crazy. And it's also like the bigger the speaker is, it's like the longer the shirt gets on the guy. It's true, right?
Yo, facts. Yeah. The long shirts, loudspeakers. I don't know, but at least with that, there's a chance that the song might slap.
Yeah.
There's no chance when somebody's on the phone that it's going to be a conversation worth listening to.
Unless it's a guy who's playing his own tunes. You ever been on where someone's playing their own songs?
Oh, yeah. But they'll do like a performance at least, and that's no different than Showtime
I've had people play their songs or just sitting there rapping along to it, not to anybody, just to the reflection. And then it's like, that's me. Y'all can find me on SoundCloud. It's like, you ear raped me.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. Yeah. It's awful.
I'd rather get, I'd
rather the music than a conversation. It's usually a nightmare of a person.
If it's going to be a conversation, and this is just unfortunate, but it is true, if you're on public transportation and you're going to have a conversation out loud for the entire bus or train car to hear, it's going to have to be about your baby daddy and how that motherfucker won't pay child support and how this motherfucking trifling bitch keeps playing with your fucking 100%. Money and time. I need Judge Judy, Maury Povich levels of wild conversation. Otherwise, keep it to yourself. If you're talking about The Office, there's no tea there.
No. And also, it's like we live that. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about a deadline.
I don't want to leave an email on read just for somebody else to circle back in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
I hate that.
I hate that so much. Yeah. I want to hear something I can't relate to. I want it to be. I like my conversations on a bus to be like I like my reality TV. Trashy,
and making me feel like a better person with every passing second.
Absolutely. I need it.
Yeah. I can't express how angry it was making me listen to this fucking white lady talk about her job and just like having a full loud conversation. And then when I got loud, she got louder. And it was like, oh my God.
Also, JC then started to talk very loudly. He's like, I hope they circled back on that email.
One thing about me, if I hear a loud conversation anywhere in New York, I am apt to jump in it. I have walked around New York City before with my good friend Jose Rodriguez. Shout out to Suave. We've walked around the city and just listened to people say things out loud and then respond to them as we walk past. I'm going to do that 9 times out of 10 just because it's funny to me and nobody thinks it's happening. And until I get called out on it and possibly punched in the face, this is how I will be. Yeah.
And about 10 out of 10 times he does that, I'm going to be annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. To be fair, if we're talking about 10 out of 10 times, you're going to be annoyed regardless. So I might as well have fun and have a blast and, be true to myself in the process, because I'm not changing. I'm unemployed and I'm sad about it. It's scary. No, we're doing well. Everything's fine.
Yeah. He's unemployed, so hasn't enough time to fucking figure out the buttons and record our own sound.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
You guys, please put in the comments what sounds you want to hear on the pod going forward. Because I'm really getting attached to that scary hour sound. It just makes me laugh. And applause we always use. But I know I need the ether beat, at least the sound.
Yeah, the sound.
Yeah. We're going to do that. We're going to get a bunch of sounds.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, we're going to get a whole bunch of sounds in there. I got to do that. But that's pretty much my big one thing about me is that happened. And it happened, I think either the day we recorded last week or the day after. Yeah. And I've been holding it ever since.
Yeah.
So it just pissed me off. Yeah. What about you?
My one thing about me is that I realized that I don't know anything about astrology.
Oh, I thought you were just going to stop at I don't know anything.
No, that would be foolish. I know everything.
Well, now we're just talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking my language. Everything. Yeah, all right. I'm sorry.
Disrespect me. All right.
I'm sorry. Not while I'm not paying the bills. No. No, go for it. Go from the top and make a drop. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, wet ass pussy. I don't know anything about astrology. And I don't know anything about like tarot cards or anything. But I'm a believer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know anything. Like people, I read my birth chart and I'm like, I don't know, none of this makes sense to me, but I buy it. I don't know what my Mercury in this means. I don't know what Mercury means.
Yeah.
But I believe it. And I believe everything it says about me. And I'm an idiot. And then tarot cards, I'll go get them read.
Yeah.
Don't really understand how they pertain to my life, but then good things just happen. I think it just allow a portal to open up.
Yeah.
And good things start happening. I don't know what's going on, but I fully believe. I blindly follow. I am like a crazed, like I could be in a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be convinced.
Yeah.
Are you my twin flame or not?
Yeah, and fellas, this is just a big example of why we have to abolish Women's History Month, because this bitch went to a tarot card reading on International Women's Day.
Yeah.
And it just has set my life ablaze.
No. I went to I didn't. My sister-in-law, who I love, is
shout out
getting
to
into
Amanda.
is reading tarot
The
cards.
worst part is that I bought her these tarot
Yeah,
cards.
he bought her the tarot cards for Christmas, and I love it though. Like she has like a whole notebook of notes,
Yeah,
and like
it's pretty
she's
cool.
reading a book about it, and she's like so into it. So she was hosting an event on Saturday for me and all my cousins to read our cards, but before she wanted to practice, so she practiced on me and Isabel, her daughter, my niece, and so I was there the other day, and she was reading my cards, and it was all really positive. It did pertain to my life.
Yeah.
And it made me like everything was great, and then the next day I feel like everything kind of I started getting like things happening, and it felt really good. And then I went for our event on Saturday.
Yeah.
Tarot cards were there. Then another one of my cousin's wife, Marielle, sent us our birth charts. She did all our birth charts. She wrote us like 3 pages worth of stuff, and it was. I don't know what any of the like your Saturn's in this, sure, but I believe it.
Yeah.
And I will go down with the ship. I will fight.
Every time a woman pulls out a pack of tarot cards, 5 coqui frogs are born in Puerto Rico, because that's how strong the connection between Latin women and the fucking the intergalactic what the I can't remember. I don't know. That's how strong the bond is between the interstellar and Latin women are. All right, because you might as well be doing brujeria.
Yeah,
you might as well. But you know what I do? I was over here. It's like watching you get your cards read by Amanda in her house is like when you put on shows that you don't think I'm gonna like, and I watch from around the corner. So like I'm not into tarot cards, but if I hear the 10 of Pentacles, I'm perked up. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You're
like, how many pentacles?
Yeah, how many pentacles we got? Because that's If it's not the Queen of Swords or the King of Pentacles, don't give me my reading. I don't want it. I will get my tarot card reading if I could guarantee that every pull would be the King of Pentacles,
big cards, not like
or
the
Queen
Four
of
of
Swords.
Wands.
Yeah, no, 4 of Wands. Come on, dude. I'll just watch Harry Potter if I want to see 4 of Wands. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's cool. But do you feel like the cards were
I felt like the cards,
a favorable reading
I feel
for
like
you?
the cards did not lie.
Yeah.
And then I went back on Saturday, and we have a fly in this house that's driving me fucking crazy.
Yeah. Was that in the cards?
No. Yes, who's gotta die?
Yeah.
No. So I got my cards read, and then I asked for like. Because she already did a spread for me, so I was like, "Don't bother wasting your time doing a spread. You did one for me the other day."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Just pick I want a card for tomorrow." Like, I know because you could do like a card for the week or a card for whatever. So I was like, a card for tomorrow. So she did a card, and it was great. It was about my emotions and how I was gonna let my emotions out.
Yeah.
And make no mistake, I did. I had a long conversation with her.
Yeah. Do you want to open up about the contents? No. Do you even want that in?
No, we can leave. We're cutting out. We're back.
Yeah, and you know, Samantha, one thing that was in her
106 foot has hit the Skyway Bridge.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're still doing our one thing about Samantha got a card reading that encouraged her to be open and honest about situations in her life, which I love for her as a boyfriend, but as an editor, I really wish she'd shut the fuck up. Because I don't have a job, this is all I do. But no. So what was the most memorable card pull, you think, in your 2 days of getting your cards read? Something that's stuck with you, that resonated with you the most when it happened.
That I sometimes can get caught looking at whatever cups I don't have filled rather than the ones that I do. So you like certain like cards, and it looks like you're looking at the empty ones, but you have full ones behind you, and I feel like I needed that little check.
Yeah.
And being like, yeah. And that, then like, cause we did a whole spread, and it was like, when she pulled out the next card, which that one, I actually can't remember what that one was. It was something like it would told me like, there is so much ahead, but if you keep looking for it, like, and only doing things with intentions like that, like, am I going to get something out of this? Then it's not, then that's
it won't come.
It won't come.
It won't
I
come
couldn't.
to you.
I just had a complete brain fart.
I know. It's good. I mean, tarot cards and stuff like that's not something that I subscribe to personally, but anything that encourages you to be reflective and like look at your life from a different perspective and challenge yourself. I like it. I think it's good. I think it's positive. I think it's healthy. And you know what I'm saying? You guys have tarot cards. We have fucking fantasy football and shit. We're all doing nonsense.
Yeah. Well, I think about
saying?
like how my grandma used to watch like church on the TV.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be me watching videos on YouTube of my like
facts.
of my astrological sign, and by the time we have grandkids, they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? They're gonna be back to God.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
I think
do
it is
believe
gonna go back
it's
that way.
100%. And I hope it's not our kids because that would be annoying and loserish. But there definitely will be a generation that like there's gonna be a big migration back to religion.
I think
Just
it's
because we're
happening.
going so
Everyone
hard
I know
body
that has,
anti.
everybody that I know that has kids is completely turned in to a crazy person.
for real.
So it could be that next generation.
And I'm already telling people that God is blessing them. So it might be coming for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that. But
You're gonna start ripping up like tarot cards. You're gonna rip the Scorpio thing off your neck. And like, I will not allow the devil in this house.
No, I don't know, man. I like God. I believe in God. I think
I think
somebody's up there.
I think he's kind of cool.
He's probably a chill dude. Or he might be kind of fucking devious, low key. But who knows? And it's not about us knowing.
Yeah.
You know, it's about life.
I think he's a cool guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. And if he's not, you know, if he at the very least he's a boss who I don't want to piss off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely
so
want to brown nose Jesus.
Yeah, definitely want to put a lot of exclamation points in those email prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey God, how's it been?
Yeah. No worries. If you can't get back to me soon, it's fine.
Let me know.
No rush.
Let me know if there's anything else you need from me. Am I emailing God or am I emailing Patrick Milligan? I don't know. I think that's staying in because that's just funny, and that is how I email anybody of
it's
power.
true.
And content.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just what it is, and that's what we've been going through. One more thing I want to bring up. This weekend, Gabby, shout out to my little sister Gabby, she hit me up saying that a bride of hers that she was helping at Kleinfeld was coming to one of my shows at the Grizzly Pear, or that she was like, oh, she's going to the Grizzly Pear. Are you on the show? I was like, yeah, I'm going to be going first. So I get to the show, and I get on stage, and you know, the Grizzly Pear is so much fun on the weekends, 8 to 10, great shows, completely packed out room. Some people are getting seated late. And as I'm on stage, I'm getting into my first joke, which is, it's a great joke, all right? It's a great joke, but I need people to listen. And front row, front and center, like right to my left, I can see them plain as day. It's what I assume to be the bride because she's just in a full talking voice conversation. This is the one. I went to his sister at Kleinfeld's to help me with the dress. This is the guy that I was telling you about. It's him right there. And I'm like, hey, Did my sister help you?
Yeah.
And I cursed her out on stage, and
like
you know
that.
I had a very aggressive set.
You Tom
which
Sandoval'd her.
I did. I gaslit her, and it was her fault, and I just took no accountability for how rude I was.
Tom Sandoval yells at women.
Oh yeah, big time. On stage is the only place I will do it.
Yeah.
And I referenced the fact that International Women's Day was the day before, so I don't have to be nice anymore because it's my time again. And Gabby said that she wanted to see the interaction, and she suggested that I post it on Patreon.
Oh.
So I think I will. I have that on video. It's good audio, and I'm gonna post that on Patreon.
Yeah, you
so if you
should.
guys want to see the clip of me losing it on one of my little sister's potential business endeavors, go to www.patreon.com/softlaunch and pay $5, and you can see that plus all the bonus episodes we film and all the sets from our live shows.
Yes.
And with that being said, we're going to transition into our next segment, Aight So Boom, where we talk about things that are happening in the world right now. And the biggest thing that happened recently, I think last night, was the Oscars.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was that a big shift from where you thought I was going?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know anything about the Oscars.
I don't know
anything. I didn't know you were going to bring it up. I am lost.
Yeah, the only thing I saw at the Oscars, no funny shit, like I know Oppenheimer cleaned up, but who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Is John Cena presenting an award naked?
Oh, yes.
And I feel like there's been a stark difference in the discourse in each one of our Twitter timelines about it.
There has been.
What have they been saying about it on yours?
For me, I've been seeing a lot of people being like, oh, it's only when, you know, men are in skirts or women are, or people are in drag that it's like a problem for our kids, but like a man coming out naked on stage is not a problem, which I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, it's, and so I'm not seeing any other discourse.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's crazy. And then I go to bring it up to him and he's like,
and let me tell you what's on my page. Make no mistake, I might as well be Gio Perez because I'm a 45-degree Mason. And the stuff that I'm seeing on my timeline about the Hollywood elite and fucking pedophilia in Hollywood, making John Cena, who's such a face of like a baby, what's called a baby face in wrestling. Like he's a face of the company. He goes and meets the kids with cancer.
Yeah.
He's the one who everybody buys everybody buys his merch. He makes all the kids with Down syndrome happy.
Yeah.
That's not funny. That's not mean to say. That's just the true thing.
Yeah.
Like he's a beacon of hope. And why is he coming out naked on something where kids are probably watching?
Yeah. I think I understand why the people are tweeting that, but you believe it.
Do I believe that?
Yeah, you're coming off like you believe it, and
No,
I'm concerned.
That's
I was
all
like, oh my
I'm
God,
saying.
you're a believer.
No, because there's two
You're
things.
blindly following this the way I followed those tarot cards.
I'm not
You're
blindly following
it is
anything.
Hollywood. We're going to be, this is going to start becoming a conspiracy theory podcast.
I'm not blindly following anything. I am willfully following the facts. And if you just pay attention and you listen to our Lord and Savior Joe Rogan and Cat Williams, then you would understand.
Yeah.
That shit is kind of scary. That's the only button I know.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, you know what? Andrew Tate's making a lot of sense these days.
And then they never talk about how they didn't have any evidence on him in Romania. That's not true. I don't believe that, but it's just a funny thing to say if we're going through the course of
whatever
the
they said.
conversation.
I don't even know what they said he did, but he did.
Oh, 100%. Even if he didn't, he needs to be locked up. He's terrible.
Get him out of there.
But yeah, they're like my whole timeline, because there was also this thing with this boxer. His name is Ryan Garcia. He's a very famous boxer, and he went crazy. He went crazy is dismissive, but he went through a thing on social media where he started tweeting like, "I was kidnapped by the world's elite, by billionaires. They took me to Bohemian Grove, which is like a place where they say." All the ritual. I'm coughing because they don't want me to get the message.
Oh my God, you're about to die.
I'm about to
They
get
just
struck
shot
down.
you with a dart in the head.
What I need is a King of Pentacles to come save me. And no. So Ryan Garcia was saying he got kidnapped and he was taken to Bohemian Grove by billionaires who were doing rituals and tied him to a tree and forced him to watch. Trigger warning. I'm probably going to bleep some of this out, but children getting like really bad. So he's been saying and going off about that. So I read up on that, and I think now my timeline thinks I'm into conspiracy theories because it's immediately showing me the side that's like, see, this is the Hollywood pedophilia ritual to make powerful men get naked or do weird stuff to make kids uncomfortable, and that's my whole timeline.
That's men really.
Yeah.
It's great. You guys are insane.
We can't be without women because this is what we will do.
It's really wild. What happened with that guy?
He's out. He said he's going to release the story soon, and but it's been very spastic on social media. It's been hard to follow.
Yeah, it's giving bipolar.
It's giving CTE. He's a fucking boxer.
But
it sucks because he's so young and
or
he's
not
like
bipolar,
really
maybe
popular.
schizophrenic or something.
It sounds wild.
It sounds wild.
And it's just crazy. Not crazy what he's saying. It's just crazy that might have happened.
Yeah.
And if it didn't, it's crazy that this is what he feels like he's expressing. But it's just a wild situation to read up about out of context.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure.
now
I'll actually, because you didn't give me all the details, I'll call Gio. I know he knows the whole story.
I was about to say I'm gonna be writing those 4chans with Gio.
Yeah, any of the On the Gate people that watch this are have tuned off, and we were like, "It's not real." He sounds crazy. They're like,
CH is gonna go back to the Gators like, you won't believe what these homos are saying. And shout out to CH, you know what I'm saying, and all the Gators. I feel like a lot of our biggest fans are Gators. So shout out to everybody from On the Gate. We have an episode of On the Gate that should be dropping soon that we recorded, but I think
it's on Gas first, and then it gets released publicly.
They're so big. They're like full time with Gas now. So our episodes, we used to record an episode on Wednesday. It'd be out by Wednesday night. Now we gotta wait a couple weeks because this is what it is. But so that's the Oscars were crazy. I mean, I thought it was weird that he was naked. What did you think? Did you not care?
I didn't even think about it, honestly. I mean, I think not that I don't think about it. I'm like, this is so corny.
Yeah.
Like, and not because I'm like, oh my God, it's a grown man naked. I'm like, what's the point? This isn't funny. This is like so like old school comedy.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. I don't care. It's not funny.
Yeah, my first instinct when I saw it is because he's promoting a movie with Andrew Santino and two other funny people whose names I can't remember. Where it's the story of something Stanicki, Ricky Stanicki.
Oh,
and
yes.
And he's like he's a crazy person they hire to be their alibi for their whole lives. Because every crazy thing that happens, like, oh, Ricky Stanicki, you know how he is.
Yeah.
And now he's that person come to life, and he started an OnlyFans. So I thought this was another gimmick to promote the movie, which I'm sure it was.
I think it probably was.
Because when I saw it, I didn't think it was weird, but now that I read, I'm like, it is kind of weird that he was naked there.
Yeah,
it is a little weird.
Point?
It's a main TV event. It's kind of weird.
No, yeah,
what
for sure.
Do, man?
Yeah, it's definitely weird, but I don't think it's I don't think it has anything to do with pedophilia. I just think it's like, why do they think this is funny?
Yeah, I know, it's so lowbrow.
And then
really
then it's like then you hear they like cut certain jokes out that are so not like even serious, and it's like you let a man go naked on stage.
Yeah, and also
like obviously it's something covering himself, but it's like what's the point?
You're implying that he's naked. That's the joke.
Yeah, and they make such a big deal out of all these other things, and it's like that's okay. Get the fuck out of here! Oh my God, not me. You've turned me.
I know, and you ready for it to get deeper? Because it gets deeper. Because somebody, and this will be bleeped out, maybe behind the Patreon, probably not, because I'm really protective about this one. But there was a guy who won an award, and in his award speech, he And
for
you guys
him.
will
And
never
we're
know
back.
what we
Yeah,
talked about.
and we're
because
back.
It's just what it is. We protect each other. We love each other. And we
Yeah.
will continue.
Yeah.
The next thing I do want to talk about is the situation. We're going to a couple basketball things. Basketball in the news. Basketball, a.k.a. the Housewives for Men.
Yeah.
And in basketball, shit is spicy, and it's not because of what's happening on the court. It's because of what's happening off the court.
Yeah.
Shit is spicy in the streets. Drea Michelle is pregnant. 39-year-old Drea Michelle is pregnant with 22-year-old Jalen Green's baby. Yeah. And it's been making some waves. You don't know much about Jalen Green.
Nothing
I don't know
about him,
much
but-
about Drea Michelle.
here we are.
And let's fucking talk about it. And this is what it's about. This is
Yeah.
a bridging that gap. You hearing this news of a 39-year-old pregnant with a 22-year-old baby, what is your initial feelings and thoughts?
My initial feelings and thoughts are I didn't even want to be dating a 22-year-old when I was 22. So the thought of being 39 years old and wanting a 22-year-old is completely insane to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all about dating the younger men, but not that much younger. That's her son is nearly his age.
She has a son that is his age.
Yeah. So it's like, what are we?
That's
I just
crazy.
think it's super weird, and I don't understand. And then I don't know if it was a tweet that I saw that was like fake, but I guess he made a statement.
What did he say?
But this could also be fake. I don't know
just
because
tell
he
me
didn't
what
say it. But he
because
said
there are a
like,
lot of fake sports Twitter pages, and they're very convincing.
he said something like leave it alone. Like, it was the day she announced it, and he was like, leave us alone. Something like it's all love over here. Like, she used to babysit me and whatever.
Oh no, that can't be real.
Can't
That's
be real,
crazy.
right?
No, that's gonna be the mother of his child. That's nuts. But you never know.
You never know.
We should check that out.
That
We should
happens
do
a
some
lot of
research.
times with girls, like young girls.
I know.
That they get a male babysitter and they get groomed and
Crazy.
they date them. So I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. It could have been a fake thing, but it is really weird because also, how long have they been dating?
I don't know anything. I remember hearing rumblings within a year. Like within a year. But then I
mean, it's legal, right?
Oh,
but
yeah,
I don't like it.
It's legal, but it's icky for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Like
it's gross.
it's the same thing. Whenever you talk to a guy and he off the top of his head knows the age of consent, that's not illegal for him to know, but it is weird when he does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you know that?
Yeah.
Why are you counting days?
Yeah.
My thing is, I know like 22, and I feel that because I don't like to deal with people much. I'm 31 and I don't like to deal with anybody that's like fucking 26.
Yeah,
because you
literally.
just don't like. We're at different places in life. A lot of things change. But that being said, I know you didn't like 22-year-old guys. Who does? But he's worth about $150 million. Would that change anything to you?
I mean, she doesn't need that though. She has a lot of money.
She could use it.
I mean, yes, $150 million is a lot of money, but I'm saying
She could
like
definitely use
she's
it.
living a really good life. It's
That's
not
true.
like that. Because there's like a study that says that over a certain amount of money, you don't
marginal differences.
There's marginal differences in your happiness. So like at that point, I'm like, she's living. She has her own company that does really well.
Yeah.
She does everything else that she does. You don't actually need that money.
What is Drea's claim to fame besides her being very attractive?
She was on Basketball Wives.
Who was she with? Do you remember?
Nobody. Just a lot of claim that she was a groupie.
Nice.
And then she ended up dating then Orlando Skendrick.
Orlando Skandrick. Yeah, he used to be,
Skandrick?
I think, a
have
defensive
twins
back
together.
for the Eagles or something, or the Cowboys.
Yeah, they have twins
Oh,
together.
wow. Look at that.
Yeah, so she was on Basketball Wives, and then she like blew up because she
Yeah.
was like, I remember when she came out, I was like, oh my god, she's
Yeah,
so pretty.
she's fire.
Yeah, and she was really like, she didn't give a shit. She was
Yeah.
so young. And then she ended up leaving that show out of nowhere, and then she started doing like a bathing suit line, Mint Swim, and
Yeah.
it fucking blew up.
It's funny because a lot of headlines when that happened, like on basketball Twitter, like, yo, like these young players got to grow up. They got to be smarter because it's just like, I don't know. You know about Brittany Renner, right? Brittany Renner's another like social media model, maybe OnlyFans. I don't know exactly. I know she's an author, but
Yeah.
she's older and she got pregnant with a younger basketball player's baby.
Yeah.
And everybody was calling her a gold digger and like a trapper and this and that. And it was the same type of rhetoric again. And then, some swimsuit pictures of Drea resurfaced.
And
And motherfuckers was like, yo, Jalen, I wasn't familiar with your game. You know what I'm saying? Salute. And now Jalen Green, like they have stats on how he's been playing since the announcement
Yeah.
dropped. He's got more highlights. He's scoring more points. He's more efficient than he's ever been. So,
he's
he's
got a
doing
baby
fine.
on the way.
She's doing fine.
I mean,
but it is crazy.
It is crazy, and I mean, whatever. Salute
Yeah.
to them if it's working, because it is legal, and it's not. It's just the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
It looks a little funky, but
It looks
honestly,
funky, but who cares? But
It's
I
not
mean,
my.
it is.
You know what I mean? If that was my son, it'd be different.
I
Or
mean,
if that was my family member, it'd be.
Yeah.
I'd feel differently,
For
but
sure.
I don't.
You can't. I mean, it is progress.
If I was his mother, make no mistake, I would have definitely pulled up Andrea.
Yeah.
And be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
She's like, and then she comes in with a Basketball Wives classic. I got a wet motherfucking pussy. And then the mother's like, that's true.
It's true.
I've heard.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, but yeah, it's definitely weird. But you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You have another take?
No.
on that?
I'm just thinking about Drea. She was my favorite, and
I mean, she's my favorite too.
The tides have changed.
Me and my friends in my group chat, we used to have an argument about. Do you know who Gal Gadot is? The actor that played Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Gal Gadot.
Whatever, Gal Gadot. I thought it was Gal Gadot. Whatever, Wonder Woman. We're gonna call her or Gal. She, we had an argument in my group chat, and it was like a maybe a 2-year-long argument about who was more attractive, Gal Gadot or Drea.
Yeah.
And like, it was literally split 50-50. Half was like, Drea is way better, and people like, yeah, she's bad, but she's not classy. You can't take her to a gala.
Yeah.
I'm like, what fucking gala are y'all going to? You know what I'm saying? Like, we still argue about it to this day. I think Drea is way better. I think Drea is fire.
Yeah, no. She's definitely fire. Take that smile off your face immediately. And no, she's definitely fire. But I think she's more of a package. I think when if you're talking just beauty,
just face
card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. You know what it is? Because the other woman's so corny. It's so hard for me. Honestly.
She's trash.
She's so corny.
She's pretty.
Imagine all she was like the lead of that.
Yeah, she wasn't.
You know what Drea is? And honestly, I'm familiar with Drea's work.
Yeah.
I've never watched a Wonder Woman in my life.
Yeah, and good for you. And not because Gal Gadot is a bad actor, but because women shouldn't have superheroes. And I'm just kidding. We're having fun. We're telling jokes. We're cleansing ourselves.
I did see that terrible one.
Which one?
The other one about a woman the Marvel.
Oh,
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. I said Miss Marvel. Captain Marvel was, that was rough.
I went to the movies to see that, and I just don't think I like that actress.
Should have been. Brie Larson is good, but to be fair, I haven't watched too much Brie Larson stuff, but she's talented. She has an Oscar. So she's
for what?
For Room.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Oh yeah, that was her.
That was a good movie.
And
oh my god, yeah, that's right. I don't know.
Also,
Get this motherfucking fly out of
She was 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. I know she was in that.
She's good money. She's not bad.
She's fine.
She's fine.
I don't know.
Moving on in basketball news and NBA news.
Oh yes.
LeBron James, the GOAT.
Yeah.
Was recently caught courtside at a Lakers game. He was injured. He wasn't playing. And he was sitting with top Lakers brass, Jeannie Buss, who is the owner of the team.
I didn't even know who they were.
Yeah, she's the daughter of Dr. Buss. She's literally the owner and like, I think, whatever the head of the table pretty much for the Lakers. And with Mrs. Rambis, who is Kurt Rambis' wife, and I think she's also an executive with the Lakers or friends with some. And they were just all over LeBron, courtside, getting what I, as a man, perceive to be way too friendly. What you saw the video, you saw the women, you know LeBron, you know his wife, Savannah James, who is
really beautiful.
I don't think, besides you, I don't think there's a woman on the planet who gets more beautiful every single time I see them than Savannah James. Every time I see her, she looks better than the last time.
You had to throw in except for you.
Well, I didn't have to throw it in. It's true.
Oh, okay.
So, I didn't say you get easier to deal with or smarter, but you look real good.
Yeah.
And so you saw the video. What did you think? What are your thoughts if you caught me out here courtside at a basketball game, hugged up like LeBron James with those two elder white women? What's your reaction?
Okay. Let me make this crystal clear.
Make it crystal clear.
Right. If you're ever in a situation where I have to see women touching you, you better get up off that seat, go to the bathroom, and fuck those women. Because I'm going to treat it like you did. Don't ever have somebody, I don't give a fuck. That shit pisses me off. Don't have somebody touching you and then be like, nah, it's nothing. I'm not Savannah, and I looked at that and I was like, oh, he fucked those women.
You think so?
Why are they feeling so comfortable, and why is he laughing along with it? I don't know if he fucked them, but he better have. Don't ever disrespect me and have another woman on your body and you not fuck her, because now it's like, now you just think I'm stupid.
Yeah. In his defense, did you see what he was saying during the interaction?
No, because I was too busy steaming and stewing.
I was
watching the body language.
If you would go back and look at the tape. Also, you can see LeBron's hand is open and it's out. He's no touchbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's saying is he's going first. This is literally word for word quote. He's going, first and foremost, I would just like to say, Happy International Women's Day.
That's not what he's saying.
I swear on everything I love, I'm going to put the video up. He say, first things first, I just want to say Happy International Women's Day. You two are two of the strongest, smartest women I know, and I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy your day. That is verbatim.
And then that's when
what
they're
he's
all
saying.
over him?
And they're like, oh, that's so sweet. Oh, thank you. And like, you know, they were all over him. You know, they're white women of power. They got excited, but that is what he said, and that is on the record.
That's great.
So are you still mad at him as his wife?
I'm mad at everybody in that situation. Right. If I'm his wife, I'm waiting in the side for all three of them. And I'm like, when did you guys start fucking?
Yeah.
Because don't tell me you didn't. Why are you so comfortable? Absolutely not. It's like when Justin Timberlake got caught with this. I saw the picture of a girl's hand like this, and I was like, well, he fucked her. Don't ever make someone feel so comfortable to do that. Because now I'm like, oh, that's already an established dynamic. Yeah. You fucked. Yeah. And you're never going to get me to think otherwise, and it's just never going to work. Some people forgive people. I don't. I don't.
God forgives and Samantha doesn't.
Yeah, no way. Yeah. You go to God for that. You don't go there for me.
The appropriate reaction, like, is that divorce worthy in your opinion?
It's put you through hell worthy.
How much hell? I'm not saying this like I want to go through this. I've never. Yes. I will never. But like now, let's. It's happened and it's not great.
Okay.
But now let's be reasonable.
Yes, and let's also mention that the level in which they're at matters as well.
Because embarrassment.
It's an embarrassment, and everyone keeps playing this video, and it's an embarrassing thing. And it's like, yo, why did you let these ladies feel so comfortable to do that to you?
Right.
And. Yeah, so at the level that they're at, it's enough to be mad at you for a very long time.
How long?
I don't know. I'm not in the situation.
Well, that's what I'm asking, because now let's take all the factors into account. LeBron James, greatest basketball player of all time. That doesn't matter. Great father to 3 beautiful children.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm front and center.
Okay.
I'm as there as anybody else.
Yeah.
0 scandals. 0 scandals. Never a cheating scandal. Never a lying scandal. Never anything to paint LeBron James in anything less of a stellar light. So in terms of being and granted, to be fair to women and Savannah, the bar's on the floor for men in positions of power to not do something. All he's done is not do anything.
Yeah.
If this is the most scandalous thing that's ever come out over the course of their long marriage, they've been together since high school. Put it in perspective. How much slack should LeBron get?
You don't think any woman has ever come to Savannah as a woman?
I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've tried it. I'm sure they haven't been truthful.
And I know. And I heard about your man.
So do you think? Within that context, how he's been an upstanding citizen and nothing but a good husband with 0 scandals.
But this is all we know publicly.
Yeah. But I mean,
you think LeBron James, the best basketball player in the world, has not cheated on his wife? You don't think that they have issues where there's trust? Of course there is. You think he's the only athlete that has not cheated on his wife? Are you insane?
It sounds to me like you're saying that you don't believe that black men don't cheat.
No,
That's what it sounds like.
No. I don't believe that.
Well,
what I'm saying is I believe that every athlete cheats. Any man with any type of money in his pocket is cheating.
Name me one black man that's ever cheated.
Tristan Thomas.
Not black Canadian. What else?
He's Jamaican.
Is he actually?
Yes.
Jamaicans are a different case. Every ethnic group gets one that they can write off. Africans can write off Nigerians.
Yeah.
Caribbean English speakers can write off Jamaicans, and Latinos can write off Dominicans. So now try again.
What are you talking about? Carmelo Anthony?
They weren't together.
Oh, okay.
Puerto Rican.
I just throwing Puerto Ricans under the bus.
Whatever I got to do to protect my black kings, I will do it.
Yeah. No. First of all, whatever you're saying is just what you know publicly. You're saying he's a good father.
Great father.
How do you know that?
The GOAT.
I think actually it could be said.
No, it can't be.
It could be said he's a terrible dad for making himself. Doesn't he want to play with his son? It's like, let your son have his shine.
First of all, how is it a terrible thing to want to play with your kid? That's a very normal thing.
Not at that level. I'm sure his son does not want to play with him.
Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. played together. I'm sure his son would love to play with his father. I'm sure his son would love to play in the NBA.
You know how hard it is already going to be for him to be LeBron's son?
I mean, he's doing great.
Is he going to be LeBron? Is he going to change the game?
But nobody's ever going to be LeBron except for maybe Victor Wembanyama, who, make no mistake, I knew he was going to be a legend when he had a security guard slap the shit out of Britney Spears because she did need a good discipline and she's been going fucking
slap
crazy.
it in the face.
Yeah,
Put your fucking clothes on. All right?
Stop.
You're on the fucking internet.
Stop fucking putting knives to your asshole. You're embarrassing everybody. I'm from France and I know that. Yeah, but no, I say it's definitely bad. And if that was
like it.
If that was me and you, what
we
could we record? Okay, if that happened, let's say that's me and you. If I was videotaped like LeBron with women feeling on me the way that he was, would we be able to record the pod next week?
No.
No?
No.
You wouldn't want to talk about it?
No, not publicly.
No?
Absolutely not.
What about the week after that?
No.
Is the pod done?
Yes. Are you
soft launch is done?
It's on a hiatus.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. And then I tune in with another guy in the next couple of weeks. Understand?
That's crazy.
Imagine.
That's not even.
And I don't address it like in the Fresh Prince when they changed the Aunt Viv.
You just come in. I'm Samantha Santos. This is Ted Barton, and this is soft launch. That's my nemesis. And yeah, no, I can't imagine. I it's definitely a bad look.
I'm Samantha. This is
stupid. But yeah, no, it's definitely a bad look. But I mean, I think you do got to put it in perspective.
Let's
reverse them roles.
Reverse them roles.
Go for it, man.
If I'm sitting with a guy and I'm just like, doing all that with him.
No, because I this is what I will say is the difference. The action of doing it and getting it done to you, I feel like are a little bit different. Both definitely incur anger. But if LeBron James was all over these women,
you're right.
That is different than them being all over him and him trying to make it look respectful without making it a scene. Because Jeannie Buss is the boss. She does sign his checks.
Yeah. So I guess it's different for a woman because if a guy is like touching me, most likely I'm letting him, I'm probably scared
for your life. That's
it's
true.
Just
no,
different.
That's true. That's fair.
It's just different. If someone has their hands on my thighs and are being that forward, I'm already scared.
Yeah. Your life is on the line.
Yeah. So
LeBron James could have snapped these two bitches like twigs.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
so it's
true.
different. It's a different thing. But if I guess if. You know, it's just I can't. There's just a guy flirting with me, and I'm there like laughing with him, laughing with it.
That's like remember when I was on stage at the show and the guy was all up in your business,
and that was against my will.
And you were like, ha ha ha, yeah, I'm pretty funny, yeah. No, that's true. I wouldn't have liked that. I definitely wouldn't have liked that, but. I don't know. Oh, that reminds me of a story from my group chat. Oh, this is just like so. I'm not gonna say names because I love my friends, but there's an instance in my group and my friend history that we refer to as the filthy dub, and basically what happened was one night we went out to the Stumble Inn.
Okay.
Actually, in the Upper East Side. Shout out to the Stumble Inn. We had Gabe's wedding there.
Okay.
We went to the Stumble Inn, and they used to give away those $45 open bars, 3 hours.
Yeah.
You got to get yours, and we got ours.
Yeah.
But we also got.
Yeah.
Because one of my good friends went there with his girlfriend, and they were drinking, and he's a dancing kind of guy, and she, to our knowledge, was not a dancing kind of girl. Like, he would used to try to dance on her, and she would, like, politely decline because that's not how she was. But we got loose, got a couple drinks, and then at the Stumble Inn, she was throwing it back filthy on a random guy. Just a random guy. They didn't kiss. They didn't get to know each other. They didn't exchange numbers. They didn't exchange information. But we all saw our boy's girl getting busted open on the dance floor, and what could only be described as a filthy dub.
Yeah.
The next day, we went out and played basketball to try to take our minds off of it. But
all of you hurt.
Oh yeah, we were all hurt. It was hurtful to all of us because it's like something like guys for all the emotional depth that we lack.
Yeah.
Empathy is not new to us. We feel it deeply. We just don't know how to communicate. Just for the boys. I could give a fuck what the fuck you're going through. But if my boy is sad, the group chat isn't as fun.
Yeah.
And I feel that. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to cheer him up. And we played a bunch of games, had a great day. And it's like, yo, man, this bitch was wildin'. But like, what do? I break up with her over it? Like, she didn't cheat.
Yeah.
We've been together like a year and a half. What do I do? And to that, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
I don't know. And then they ended up I think that was the beginning of the end for them. I'm sure they had their own problems before that, but like, that's one of those things where it's not cheating, but how do you get past it?
Because she didn't want to dance with him.
Yeah.
So there was definitely issues there before.
100%. Yeah. But like, what is? I guess the question is, what is the lowest offense. What's the lowest criminal offense that somebody could commit against you that would make you leave a relationship?
I think if somebody I was with was trying to get a blowjob on Craigslist.
Is that the lowest?
I mean, there's no, he didn't go to get it.
Yeah, that's true. He was soliciting. Though.
He was soliciting.
Solicitation is different. That's like there's intent there.
I guess.
What if there's not necessarily intent in what she was doing? She was just free of inhibitions that she probably should have been free
I don't like that at all.
I don't like it at all
I mean, it's
either.
enough for me. Like, if you're in a relationship now, it's
Committed.
like, we have to be like, we have to think about all the time we put in, I guess. But that's enough of an offense for me that if we were just dating and not official, and you did some shit like that,
Cut
like,
it off.
I'm done here.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
But-
so I think that if if you wouldn't like that in the courting phase, then you shouldn't really put up with it in a relationship. And I
No,
know it's a
that's
small
true.
thing, but disrespect is disrespect. And
Yeah.
when you feel super disrespected, like, and for you, if it crosses a boundary, I don't really know that you can come back from that.
Yeah.
So maybe eventually, but I think there is like a nice little break that needs to happen, because I do think that things like that, you can't just like in a day feel better about it. That's like you can't. Throwing it back at somebody filthy, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, she didn't apparently. She was drunk, she says. I think it's bad too, but I think
Have she never been drunk in front of her man and thrown it back at him?
No, I don't know. I guess not.
I don't know what kind of drunk that was.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Her inhibitions were freed. Maybe she was telling more than.
Is she married to that man now?
No. Neither one of those men. But yeah, that was similar to the Filthy Dub story. So for a Filthy Dub, I think if you can't break up then and there, it is definitely the beginning of the end. It's tough. That's one thing that's going to be tough to get past. I counter the Filthy Dub story with another story of dancing betrayal.
Yeah.
With two very close friends who you know both. I'll tell you offline. Or actually, I'll just say them both now, but I'm going to have to bleep this out.
Yeah.
But it was somebody's birthday uptown, and all the guys went out. All the fellas went uptown for a birthday. And one of our good friends was talking to this girl for an extended amount of time, definitely talking stage. I don't know if they were headed towards exclusivity, but, you know, they were definitely together-ish.
Yeah. The one, she had been penetrated.
Yeah, she had been penetrated and multiple times without protection.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And if it makes you, just to give it more context, after college, this continued to be a thing for years. And maybe still, who knows? And so just to say, this is a big deal.
Okay.
This person. So they go uptown, they're dancing, having fun, having drinks. It's somebody's birthday, everybody's drunk, and one of our friends who is what I will call genetically predisposed to dancing more than other friends because of their ethnicity.
Yes.
Did catch what we refer to as a lowly dub with this girl. Not filthy. It wasn't like nasty. Wasn't bend over, bust it open. But some light grinding to a reggae song was done in front of the guy who is his best friend and who is with this girl.
Yeah.
And it caused absolute chaos.
How long ago is this?
This was when I was in college. This was 2013, 2014.
Was the person that was catching this lowly dub?
Yeah.
Was he with a girlfriend?
No,
okay.
No. I hope not.
I meant physically.
I know.
With her there.
No. I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No.
I thought maybe was she there
that'd be
too?
hysterical. But so yeah, that it's a lowly dub. Lowly dub. What are your emotions on that? Just a dance gone too close.
I feel like when I was a teenager, I'd be like, yeah, sure. And as I got older, I was like, I actually don't really think I like that.
I hate that.
I don't like my friends dancing with my man like that.
Yeah.
Oh, if we're dancing like bachata or something where there's an actual dance.
But not like sensual bachata. Not like
legging.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not like fucking, not like puss on thigh bachata.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When she's like straddled on the leg.
Yeah, which make no mistake.
You saved that for a significant other.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I got into bachata in the first place.
Yeah, you wanted to feel some pussy on your thigh.
I need some pussy meat on my thigh. It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you get all horned up on these dubs and then they change the music, but you don't want the puss to go. Take it from here, put it right there. Put it right there. It's just what it is. But yeah, the lowly dub almost ruined what's got to be like a 15-year
What do you
friendship.
think? So you don't like it?
I don't like it. I stand with the party that was upset. But I do understand where the other person was coming from. But at that point, you got to just be like, yo, my bad. And the funny thing was, he was like, my bad, but he wasn't really sorry.
Yeah, he was giving Tom Sandoval.
He was just like, yo, all right, man. I didn't think it was this big a deal.
No.
was so funny because they almost, like, they didn't almost fist fight, but one was angry enough to fist fight, but we didn't let it happen. But he was like, yo, it's not a big deal, but I am sorry, but it's really not that serious. And that was just making him more angry.
upset.
And it was so funny. Like, that's just the little games we play.
Yeah.
The little games we play. So just don't get caught. No filthy dubs, no lowly dubs, and no
enough for
courtside.
me.
No filthy dubs, no lowly dubs, and no courtside shoulder rubs. I think we can all agree on all of that. And the last thing we're going to talk about before we get into our submitted questions, confessions, and whatever is Love is Blind finale should be dropping when we drop this episode.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
We are all caught up. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are this. I thought Clay's whole thing, I don't, obviously I hate that he brought AD to the altar and all of that stuff, but you really can't blame the kid.
No.
I mean, we blame him because he signed up for a show.
Yeah.
But everything he was saying, I believed it. Also, I just don't want to pass the fact that he kept describing his dad, he kept saying suave.
Yeah.
And I was like, just say suave.
No.
It's very suave. He loved that word. He said
Yeah.
it 16 times.
Yeah, well, you could
My dad was suave.
once you meet his father in Love is Blind,
You're like, he is suave.
he is suave. And that's a fact, and don't ever forget it. You can say a lot of different things about
Suavemente. I hate that song.
I hate it. I couldn't even go with you. I'm sorry. I usually do, and I would love to, but I can't, you know. But once you meet Clay's dad, it becomes so obvious why he is the way he is. And it almost makes me feel bad for the kid.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest. He's 30 years old.
Yeah.
He's a grown man. The options for him to get better are all at his disposal. He knows that he has a problem. He should be better, right? But to be fair to him, I feel like to the best of his ability, he did communicate those things.
He did.
Right? So it's not like his red flags were hitting. He was handing them to AD. He's like, every time he talks about it, the whole time he's like, I don't see myself as a husband. I'm really scared that I'm going to cheat on you. I rock with you heavy, but I'm not sure about this marriage thing. Like, everything that he ended up citing as his reason to not do it, he had said before. That being said, it doesn't make it okay to do, but in my opinion, he should be humanized. I think it's a lot more of a, not blameless, but it's one more of those things that should be like, hey, it kind of happens because you're on a show where it's all or nothing. And Clay was trying to be reasonable, like, oh, all or nothing, but like, let's be real. And then AD was like, hey, no, all or nothing, and that's what we signed up for, and that's what I'm sticking to. Both of those things I respect.
I respect both of them, and I think it's also like when we're watching it, it's so easy to be like, well, he's a walking red flag.
Yeah.
But being in the situation that AD's in, like I've been, not that, and there is no situation, but women a lot of times will overlook things because it's like, well, come on, we're hanging out together, we're having so much fun. How do you not feel this?
Yeah.
And you know. So I sympathize with her. Although he was showing her, she's just like, hey, well, you signed up for the show, so a part of you wants this. I just need to I need to show you that you want this.
Yeah, and I do respect that because that's a bold strategy and it takes courage.
Yeah.
But, you know, unfortunately, just like with a lot of things in love, it's a gamble.
Yeah, and you also
she took a gamble.
We can't change men.
No, you can't. You
can't, and it doesn't matter how great you are. It's not a reflection of you. Just these men are awful.
And I think by the time the finale airs and time's passed and whatever's happened, they're together, and I'm sure AD knows that all of his problems are well outside of her.
Yeah.
And if she wants to stick around and as he fixes it, I think that's very nice. And I think he's shown her positives. He's shown her enough negatives for her to walk away, which she's well entitled to do. But let's stop acting like two things. Let's stop acting like Clay's a monster because you guys all understand what the fuck is going on.
I know. All
and
these
let's stop
people,
acting like AD's a fucking idiot because we're not there 24/7. We don't see everything she sees. And also, love is involved. Feelings are involved. If you're gonna give a little bit leeway to somebody, it might as well be somebody you feel like you love. Yeah. And let's stop acting like it's fucking crazy.
And let's also stop acting like okay body is the worst thing someone can say to you. When you're
facts.
I'm like, it's a little comedic relief when you're walking down. It's a very heavy moment. She's walking by herself. She doesn't have her dad, and she kept being, and he's like, okay, body, like and that's their dynamic.
Yep.
I'm so over everybody. I'm like, what do you want to cosplay at your wedding?
Yeah.
Like just be like this elegant person you really aren't. Come on, be you. It's like those are the people that want a wedding for the fucking show of it. Like look at me looking like looking away and me and my husband gazing into each other's eyes in these pictures. Be your fucking self.
Yeah, saying it's not appropriate wedding behavior.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you saying? What are you walking in pajamas? Yeah. I mean, what are you saying?
The saddest part for me is that I feel like all of that discourse was coming from women, and I don't mean to generalize it. I feel like a lot of it was like the way he spoke to her was so disrespectful. Okay, body's not something I ever want to hear as a wife. My thing is, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people, especially on the internet, they're like, toxic masculinity is terrible. We hate misogynistic men. We don't like the way their classic masculinity is defined.
Yeah.
And then you meet somebody like Clay, who is a little zesty, not even really, but
So
all
little.
of this toxic masculinity, get it out of here until a man is a little bit zesty. And it's like,
Yeah.
yo, he's gay.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he said no to AD, everyone's like, oh, it's coded. He's homosexual. He's not
Yeah.
having a problem looking for women because he's looking for men. It's like, man, you guys can't have it both
Yeah.
ways. You can't want to abolish misogyny and toxic masculinity
100%.
and then shame a man when he shows not. And these are not. The problem is that you're classifying them as effeminate things. And obviously, I'm getting really upset because I have long hair and I'm a little gay. But like, you can't have it both ways. If you want guys to not be toxic, you have to let them be fun and zesty. And like you know,
what's the problem? Like, gay is not how you act. Gay is who you prefer to have sex with.
Yeah.
So that's it. Like when people are like, "Oh, that's gay," no, it's not.
Yeah.
Being sexually attracted to a man and wanting to love on a man, that makes you gay. Or if you're a woman, it makes you loving on a woman. Like, what are we talking about? Him saying, "Okay, body has nothing to do with him," and it's like, you think Clay is gay? Did you watch the show? Kenneth was gay.
Yeah, 100%.
Kenneth was one of the guys. It's unfortunate when you watch him. You're like, oh, he grew up in the church. He just can't come out. But he's bursting at the seams.
Yeah. You saw the TikTok that they posted where and he was literally walking out of a closet. So I think he's gonna come out at the reunion.
Oh,
that's what I think. Or that's what TikTok is saying.
Okay,
like she threw the key back and then he walked out and caught it, but they said that was a closet that he walked out of. I could be reaching too much.
Yeah.
And if he's gay, cool. If he's not, whatever. But my shit with Clay, like, motherfuckers is way too like, yo, he's a piece of shit, blah blah blah. And also, you know, we were just talking. We saw that TikTok where they explained the Love Is Blind contract.
Yeah.
Once you pick a girl and you propose, you have to go to the altar.
Otherwise you pay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how could he bring her to the altar, motherfucker? That's the show.
Yeah.
If the stakes weren't that high, none of us would fucking care.
And if you think Netflix wouldn't have definitely charged them, because then it would have been like one couple going to the rest of the couples dropped out.
Yeah, and also that's what you watch. You watch the show for that.
It's unfortunate.
And then to watch it for that and then see it and get mad at the people doing it, it's so crazy because you wouldn't watch the show if this was not a possibility. And it's like annoying. But you know, all of that to say, I think the reunion's gonna be fine. Amy and Jonathan are gonna be together forever.
Yeah,
they're gonna be together forever. Kenneth is probably gay. If Jimmy is still with Chelsea, you know, they must have had a lot of stuff off camera that we didn't see.
Because I'm not really getting that.
She just stinks to
she
me.
Stinks,
but I'm sure she's nice, but whatever. Who
Sarah
cares?
Ann and Jeremy are together.
Good for them. Good for them, because I mean, Sarah Ann, not a girl's girl, but she shot her shot, and
but
obviously
she is a patriot.
She is a patriot. She's a Republican kid, and if we're gonna cancel her for anything, it's not how she treats women; it's how she treats minorities. It's just what it is. But that's
just
Love Is
telling
Blind.
AD she felt attacked.
Yeah, and AD, oof, you want to talk about a gathering? AD packed her shit the fuck up, put her foot on her neck respectfully,
and smiled the whole time.
And was polite. That was a corporate clean.
Yeah.
I've not seen the likes of it yet. That was reality. Bravo level cleaning. Honestly, very good for her. She should put that on her highlight reel. Send it right to Andy Cohen. I would love to see her wherever the fuck she chooses to be. But that's gonna do it for our All Right. So boom. And with that, we are gonna transition to our last segment. That's what they saying, where we take suggestions, questions, and confessions from you guys and talk about them here on the podcast.
Yes.
All right. Do you have one that you want to start with?
We got one on our Google form, which we have in our bios and in Soft Launch's bio. You can submit any time of the day, anytime you want. We will discuss it on the pod and also on our show. So you can come to our show on March 23rd at 5 p.m. at the Stand. It's going to be a really good time, and we have QR codes, and you can submit questions live, or you can submit them ahead of time.
Exactly.
Whatever you want to do. Okay, here we go.
Because the gag is, if you are not going to be at the show, but you want a question answered on the show, it's going to be on the Patreon.
Yeah.
We're going to post it on the Patreon.
That's right. So you'll see it.
www.patreon.com/softlunch. $5 a month. That's it.
Yeah. All right. So first and foremost, love you guys. We love you too. Second, I've been dating this man with whom I've been intimate with on few occasions.
Okay.
But won't touch my puss. Like at all. Ever. Mind you, I have given him head as well. He's very affectionate and touchy feels, but won't touch this vag. How do I approach this with him without him feeling a way about it? Because I need him to touch this puss. Thanks in advance. So.
I feel like you have to speak first on this one.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Did it, for you, was going down on a woman something that you came into later in life, or were you always doing that?
I was always forthcoming. I think it was genetic. I felt like my pops was a munch, and his pops was a munch. and I'm a munch, and
Yeah.
my sons and all of and our daughter, our lesbian daughter, will be a munch.
Yeah.
So I never felt weird about it. I know it's a thing that is taught though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my friends are like that.
No. I know. Because I know there are guys that were like, ooh, at one point in their life and then did it.
That's how you know men shouldn't be able to make decisions, because you leave us alone, and we legitimately came out of high school like touching and licking pussy is gay, which is wild.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's like the straightest thing you could do.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there's just some guys that were like that.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me,
Not a problem.
I dated Latin guys, so that's never really been a thing. But
Have you ever been with a guy that was like, nah, can't do it?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Jamaican.
No.
Oh, who? Not who, but like ethnicity.
What was he? He wasn't white, but he was light skinned. He was.
Now
maybe,
you flipping through the pages of your pussy passport.
No, I'm just thinking. I can't remember what he was. I don't know if it was like Brazilian or Portuguese or something like that.
Okay, so he was okay. He was some type of exotic though.
Yeah. And he was like a weirdo about like anything with that. Like
was he Arab?
No, just weird about like there was nothing. He wanted to just make out
and fuck,
and that's it.
Yeah,
but like nothing. And I was
so no fingering.
No, nothing. And I think that's what she's saying.
Could you jerk him off?
I don't know. I didn't. I'm not just going to jerk off somebody.
Well, that's not crazy. I mean, jerking off, that's like the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, but for me, here's the thing.
You need to be reciprocated.
I'm not here for fucking shits and giggles.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that at all. Like people that are like, and I, there's people that are always like, I prefer, people that are like, I prefer to give than to receive.
Yeah.
And I call bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit.
You can enjoy giving, but very much also that's crazy. That's like being like, I like to give massages, but not get them. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's not better to give. But yeah, like I feel like, yeah, sure, but I'm not giving if I'm not getting. You can go suck it.
Yeah, you didn't come to literally.
Yeah, suck my puss.
Samantha didn't come to play. She came to come. It's just the truth. And so, no, I mean, for her in that situation, I would say, I mean, without feeling attacked, I'm not going to feel attacked if you tell me to do something sexually to you. Like, if you're like, if you want this guy to eat you out or touch your pussy, be like, hey, I want you to eat this pussy like a fucking restaurant week.
Yeah, but
like
I
meal.
get what you mean because some guys,
they get weird about it.
Yeah, there's just guys that are not sexual.
Yeah.
So like talking dirty, they don't like it. I remember one time I was hanging out with a bunch of people that I knew like from this area, and this guy was talking about the night before he had like a free crib, and he was talking about the night before he had this girl that he was already like messing around with and liked, and then she came into the room and she was like, she said something dirty about like come fuck me or whatever, and he was like, ew, I hated that she said it like that. So there's some people that just don't like dirty talk.
Yeah.
I can, if he's not, I don't know, like if I feel like he's not touching your pussy, he's not like a sexual guy.
Yeah.
So then it makes it uncomfortable because you're like, is this a weird thing to say?
Yeah, I feel that. Well then, I think at the end of the day, you have to say something.
Yeah, you have to.
Because if you're writing to us about it, it's a big
got
deal.
to be bad.
So you're not going to be able to be with this person forever if he's not touching your pussy, from what it sounds like, which is not unreasonable. But, the person you're going to have to bring this up to is him. And in terms of how to go about it, you know, I would say...
I mean, I would just try to be like... because I feel like I feel like
I would try to do it in a dirty way, like because I think there's a veil of sexuality. Be like, yo, I want to suck your dick while you eat my shit. Whatever
something
the fuck
like,
it is.
So yeah, something like that. Anything.
Yeah.
You
got to bring it up, like take control sexually.
Yeah.
And then if he gets weird about that, you don't have the sexual chemistry to last long. I would think that's a doozy though.
But I can't imagine feeling comfortable to talk dirty if somebody's like not all about it.
Hey.
So maybe just bring up like, what are things that you like sexually?
I love that conversation.
Yeah, like because I feel like we had that conversation.
Yeah.
Like, what do you like?
What turns you on?
What turns you on?
like?
Yeah, what don't you like?
True.
Those kind of things, and then you could be like, I like to get my pussy eaten.
Yeah.
And touched.
I think I don't know why I came in so
you were
hot.
like, yeah, come here, suck this fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Like this guy, we gotta take a baby step here. That's crazy.
Now you see firsthand what kind of woman I'd be. If I was a woman, I'd be a fucking filthy whore.
On all fours. Eat this pussy, you bitch.
Yeah. I would have the only reason I wouldn't have that conversation is because my mouth would already be full of dick. Couldn't get my words out.
I just spit on the thing.
Yeah, and that's what you need to do. You need to spit on the thing.
But also you need to, next time, if you write back to us, tell us how old you are.
Yeah, tell us how old you are.
If he's young, you got to walk him through
Yeah.
it.
Tell us how old you are. And unfortunately, it's not important to me, but it is important for the story. We just need to know the race and ethnicity of this man so we can really properly.
We want
because-
to just be sure that we know that he's Jamaican.
Yeah. Because it does affect how we can go about this conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go on to our next question. I got this from my little sister, Gabby. Shout out to Gabby again. She asked, who's your favorite sister and why? And you don't have any sisters?
I don't have any sisters.
I have two, so I feel like the expert on the situation. My favorite sister is Sister Mary from Sister Act 2. I think she was the best sister.
Yeah, what you got to say is that it's Gabby because she's a Patreon.
Yeah, it's true. Gabby's a patron. She's a super softie.
You gave us KJ.
Yeah, Tyra, you gave us KJ, but what have you done for me?
$5.
But what have you done for me lately? This is how you know that Gabby's making better money than Tyra, and it's just the truth.
Oh, God.
But no, yeah, I'm going Sister Mary, Sister Act 2.
Yeah, Sister
what
Mary
a job.
Clarence.
Sister Mary Clarence.
Don't be disrespectful.
Got to put some respect on the Clarence. Just great job with the kids. Really changed the whole neighborhood. Honestly, the school was going out of business.
Yeah.
And
happy day.
Oh, happy day. And she fixed the neighborhood. She kept the school in business. She fixed relationship between a very talented daughter and her mother. And you know what? That mother grew up to be the lead at Abbott Elementary. And
She couldn't have done it without Sister Mary
couldn't have done it without Sister Mary Clarence. So
Yeah.
best sister, my favorite sister, I'm going Sister Mary Clarence.
Yeah. I'm going Sister Timothy. That was our sister in my high school.
Yeah, shout out to Sister Timothy.
She's dead.
Yeah, and she's also a man.
Yeah, well,
Sister Timothy? I've never met a woman named Timothy.
you don't use your name. You use
Your last name?
No.
How does it go?
It's not really your name. That you're choosing like a name of like a saint or like somebody that is. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, some sisters can use their name, but the people they choose.
So you wouldn't be Sister Samantha?
I don't know. Maybe not.
What would you be?
Maybe I just made that up.
I think you did.
As I was
'cause
talking, I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't think. Yeah, I've never heard nothing like that.
I think her last name must have been Timothy then.
Yeah, because
I think
I'm-
I just was going. I'm like, wait. As I was saying, I was like, this. I think I just dreamt that.
Yeah,
one day.
was your teacher in high school also the lead in Dune?
I don't know what that
Timothy,
means.
Sister Timothy Chalamet.
No, yeah, Sister
Yeah.
Timothy. She looked like she glided. She had to be 120.
Oh wow, good for her.
She wasn't really, but she looked it. She looked bad.
Shout out to Sister Timmy. Who's your least favorite sister?
Sister, what the fuck was her name? I don't remember her name because she was only there for a couple of years, but she was a stupid bitch.
Yeah, I don't like her
Sister,
either.
fuck
her.
Margaret?
Sister Margaret.
Margot?
Sounds like a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just what it is.
Just
least
my
fa-
principal Sister Gail Morgan.
Sister Gail Morgan.
Sister Gail Morgan.
Yeah.
And then we had Sister Clara.
Yeah.
And she used to talk like this. She was like a lamb.
She was part dolphin. It's just what it is. All right, so that's that question. Question number 3 we get from our boy Matt McCoy, newly crowned father. You gotta clap it up for Matt McCoy and his very cute baby.
Yeah.
Such a cute baby. And these are long applauses. And Matt McCoy wants to know from us, when is our baby coming? Yeah. And, the answer to that is
We
just...
already have a daughter.
Yeah, we already have a daughter, and she's already better than all your children combined. It's just what it is. And also, if you want me to have a kid, how about you hand me a job, or maybe plug me in with Akash Singh and let me get on the road with you. Maybe run your race, maybe pass the baton to me, maybe give me a chance and some industry looks. I mean, if you want the kid, if you want to get a kid, you got to give the kid something. You know what I'm saying? So in due
True.
time
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel
Doesn't matter how you feel. I'm the one who's
Yeah.
busting the nuts.
I
No,
feel
I'm
like my hand's gotta have a little something on it first.
Yeah. This economy's crazy. All right. And then another question that I got was from Larry Chen, who I went to high school with. Shout out to
Oh.
Larry Chen. And shout out to him because I really love people who respond to these stories because unfortunately, we have a fucking hard time getting people to
Yeah.
respond. But Larry Chen says that my department director is mad I gave him 2 weeks notice and not 2 months notice.
Yeah, your department director can suck my ass. But
Yeah.
make no mistake, if I want to be to work 2 months, I work more 2 months because I can't say no.
Yeah. Your department head is upset that you gave him 2 weeks instead of 2 months. You should be happy you didn't give him fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Like I gave my job. All right? Because make no mistake, I quit my job at the buzzer.
Yeah, you did.
Because these jobs don't deserve anything from you.
They don't, yeah.
No matter what they've done for you, how they've done for you, they would never look out. They would never give you a 2-week heads up before they fired you,
No.
even if they gave you severance.
That's the thing. And a lot of companies now are also making you sign something where it's like you have to give them a month.
Yeah, and it's like, no, I fucking
no,
don't.
I don't. And what do you mean?
Tell your fucking department head to blow one.
Yeah.
He's a loser.
Jobs really have the audacity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's
The
just,
audacity.
It's, you know what, man? I know it's hard for us now, harder for us now than it used to be because, you know, we're being held accountable more and we have to treat women better. And when we get divorces, we can't just pick up our things, go 2 towns over and start
Yeah,
a whole new life with
where are
a
you
whole
going
new
with
family.
this?
But you can still be a fuckboy to your employer.
Oh, yes.
You owe them nothing. You don't have to be specific. You don't have to explain jack shit, and you don't have to
true.
treat them any type of way.
It's the only time.
If you get a better deal, you see more value somewhere else, you can go
say
fuck that deal. You can go put your dick in that deal hard, and you
Yeah.
don't have to explain it, and you don't have to wear a condom.
Yeah.
And you can leave all the kids and all the projects that you started at your old job, and you never have to worry about them
Yeah.
again because they're not good enough for you anymore.
Yes. I agree. That's how I move.
Yeah. Yeah, you wish.
Yeah, I get
Yeah, Samantha, one thing about Samantha, if she was asked to, she'd give a fucking 2-year notice. It's like, hey, I'm really thinking that I might be ready for something in 2027.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that on your radar. So if you guys want to start looking for a replacement now, just let me know. I'll interview them. I'll hire them.
Yeah, I'll hire them. I'll give them more salary. You know, I'll split my salary with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're an
yeah.
idiot. And it's just what it is. And last question that we have that we want to leave on. This one comes from Anonymous. It is, what is an ick you have?
Oh, yes, an ick I have. I don't know if this is an ick, to be honest, because I'm 36 years old. I don't really know what an ick is. But it's something that I don't like that men do. And like when I would be dating, I hate a guy who always makes a sexual like innuendo.
Yeah?
I hate that.
Like
like they can turn anything sexual, and it's
Yeah.
like, why did you not rub one out before this date? Like
Yeah.
you cannot be this horned up.
Yeah, so it's like when you're like, oh, you know, I'm on my way, just got out the shower. Oh, without me?
Without
though?
me?
Yeah.
A without me guy, I
Yeah.
hate that. Oh my God, I hate that so much. But it did remind me of this one time I went on a date with a guy and I was playing pool and I was really bad at it.
Of course.
But you know, I was pretending that I was good at it.
Yeah.
I was talking like shit and he wins or whatever. And I'm like, and then I was like, what? I'm tight. And he was like, yeah, I'll be the judge of that. And then I was like, and I literally had to just be like, you did not. I just started laughing and I was
Damn.
like, you did
That's
not.
a big swing.
It was a huge swing. And then he was the type that was like, he said that and he thought I was going along with it when I started laughing. Like, he did not like that. He was like, what? And
He was trying to be hot.
yeah, he was trying to be like sexy. Like I was going to be like, we'll see.
Yeah.
And it's like, not me. And then nothing about me gives that off. Nothing about me gives off like, say a corny ass line like
Yeah.
that. And you think I'm going to be like, I'm so tight.
Yeah. What do I look like? Are we crazy? You know what I'm saying? No, but that is a crazy thing. I saw a video of a guy
I hate that.
where he was they were like him and a girl were meeting for the first time and he goes like this and then they walk over to each other. He's like, I just made you come with one finger. Imagine what I could do with 2.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
It's so bad. It's so corny, and like how you feel so comfortable to do that is crazy
Yeah.
to me.
It's just so many people are so different on this planet because some people are like very serious about like how sexy they are and how serious they project. And Samantha and I are doing unfortunately on the spectrum Australia accents until and sometimes after the point of insertion. And that is sad, but it is not a joke.
Never after insertion.
You don't hear me in your ear like, I fucking love it here.
I'm inside you, ain't I?
Oh, I hit your spot now, didn't it?
Didn't it, babes?
Didn't it, babes? Am I fucking you, babes? I'll fuck you right, I will, babes.
Oh my God, it's so
Yeah.
funny. No,
So-
yeah, I hate that. I don't like that at all. It's so gross
That
to
is
me.
a weird ick. I don't know. Icks for guys, icks for me, and I don't want to speak for all men, but I feel like I have a pretty good handle on, for lack of a better term, the penis of man.
Yeah.
And that's a bar, unfortunately. But I really icks. An ick is something that makes you like walk away from the situation, and like I really, I don't think you can have an ick and a dick simultaneously. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can absolutely have standards, babe.
But
Oh my God.
But not real ones that make you walk away from puss. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this like this is how I was and this is how you should be. But I think more guys than less guys, like
we're talking about if you're trying to date somebody.
I'm talking about but
you don't do that. You just go on just go on dates to try to fuck people.
I don't go on dates anymore. And actually, no, that's not true. We do go on dates, and if you think I'm not trying to take you on a nice date so I can fuck you after, you're fucking sorely mistaken is what you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're getting to know somebody, there should be things that you have that you don't like in a woman. You should have things that you know you like and don't like.
Dog.
So if there's something that a woman does that you're just like, oh, I don't like that.
Dog, I've never heard a man say one thing that he's like, yo, and this fucked it up for me, man. Like this is, yo, she was a Libra. I couldn't do it.
You're so stupid.
It's like the Cat Williams joke. He's like, man, he's like, women, y'all be tripping on shit that don't matter. Like, never once in the history has somebody been like, oh, what is that? Is her fingernails and her toenails don't match? Is that plum and red? I can't even do it, bitch. I can't even.
And
that's really how guys are.
I've known guys like that are big about that.
Really?
I've known guys that are big about like they need your nails done. Yeah.
Maybe.
What are you talking about? Have you ever been to the comments on a woman's thing?
Maybe I just chill with desperate guys. Cause
I mean, honestly, I prefer people that don't care about that kind of stuff. But you have to have some kind of standard, babe. So you're saying anybody could walk through this door if you were single, and you would be like, whatever came through.
No,
she could say whatever she wants. She could do whatever she wants.
I'm just saying, I know guys who have strong morals,
babe, you understand
and have put them to the side for puss. And it's just what it is.
No one's I'm not talking about fucking.
Yeah.
JC, that's the only thing you see women as when you go on dates with them is something to fuck.
No.
I'm talking about.
No, not true. Not true. Not true. I saw them as something I aspired to have sex with.
Yes, but never to
but
actually
that was
get
not
them
their
to know
only
them
value.
on
No, I know. No, that's not true. That's not true. I got to know them, but I wasn't. I wasn't there to entertain the thought of being something grand.
So it's very easy to put something to the side. We're saying if you're getting to know somebody, what is something that you're like, nah, I don't like that.
Something that would really, all right, a big ick if she doesn't acknowledge the tribal chief. That's a big deal for me.
We have to go.
Yeah, we do. We've been on for about an hour, 20 minutes. We're getting a little crazy, and Samantha, the big breadwinner, also the big spot taker. She's going up, and I'm just going and being her support.
Yes, I have to get to a spot.
She's got to get to a spot, and we'll get back with the Patreon episode after this. Yes. But that's been episode 38. We had a blast as always. Remember, come to Soft Launch on March 23rd,
5 p.m. at the stand.
5 p.m. at the
really
stand.
Good lineup, and you will get to see us there live and in the flesh.
Absolutely. So Soft Launch on the 23rd. Then I'm going to be back in Emmaus, Pennsylvania. All of those people who couldn't see me the first time because I kept mispronouncing the place, now you can come see me again. I'm going to be back in Emmaus, opening up for Giulio Gallerati, who just filmed his first special. Shout out to Giulio. That's my guy. And and then Samantha that same day is going to be in Stanford with Big Daddy Matt McCoy.
No.
Oh, that's just New York.
That's just New York. I'm just going to be in there doing a 20-minute set. Come see
on,
me.
Because we're getting busy. We're getting live. We're getting loose. And remember, go to www.patreon.com/softlaunch for exclusive content and bonus episodes like the one we're about to record right now. Yeah. But until then, I've been JC Mendoza.
I'm Samantha Santos. Bye.
Peace.